Thank you very much. There is nothing as exciting as talking about housing. It's the basis of asset acquisition and development. It's in any asset classification. And we can look at it from different perspectives. One, in terms of wealth creation, is the easiest way for the individual low-income earner to be an asset owner. And by being an asset owner, it's a direct linkage to wealth creation. That is one. Then two, in the Nigerian culture, across virtually all ethnic groups, ownership of homes, ownership of housing is a sine qua non, if I should use that word. It's a requirement of adulthood. So, and that is for either the man or the woman, but most especially the man. In any community, in any culture, as you reach a certain age, the expectation is that you are a landlord, you know. So it ties in with asset acquisition, cultural pursuit and satisfaction. And when you come to the urban centers, you also realize the need, you know, for low-cost access to low-cost housing, because the character, the nature of humanity change by the migration of people from the rural to the urban centers. So whereupon you have a sedate, you grew up in a sedate environment, you grew up in a very conservative rural environment, but because of economic needs, you had to migrate to the city center. Your outlook changes, you know, and in changing, as it changes, it will now depend on your available space of shelter. Of course, we know that shelter is a major point in the hierarchy, the Maslow hierarchy of needs. So, and that is where it is most needed. At the end of the day, your first day of arrival, if you don't have a place that you could call your own, you become a destitute. And from destitution, you go into criminality and so on. So it also have an impact on the security, you know, environment or psyche of the average individual. So essentially, I think this is a vision that is most welcome. And yes, Nigeria, we've had government in Nigeria that had made this a major pivot of administration. And we hope that this will be pursued with all the vigorous and the seriousness that is required, because mostly it does mean that in the next 18 months or thereabout, we are going to have 100,000 millionaires in assets.
Okay. I like to